Hello, travelers. So we're starting a new series. We're kicking it off this week with new destinations. Where should you go in 2019? And it's that time of year. I don't know where you live, but where I live, it's getting cooler and you're bundled up in sweaters and we're all thinking about the holidays. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving. You know, the kids are in a sugar coma from Halloween, but we got to plan that turkey. And everybody just kind of moves. I don't know about your family, but we all move toward 2019, from this point on in the year. And as we do that, we start talking, over turkey maybe, or whatever you guys are celebrating, however you're celebrating. We start talking with our families and with our friends about what we're going to do in 2019 and where you're going to travel. And as a travel advisor, I help my clients, figure that out. Like, where do they want to go next year? Are we crossing something off a bucket list? Are we just, getting them out of town for their mental sanity away from a crazy job? What are their travel goals for 2019? And especially this time of year, as it gets cooler and people, are so busy, they start looking at their spouse and go, man, we need to get away. Like just the two of us. We need to get some time together. And what's that going to look like? And how are we going to do that? And those months, January to March before spring break, I have a lot of couples sneak in a trip. Or maybe your 2019 is a huge anniversary. Maybe you are going on a honeymoon. Maybe it's a huge, maybe it's 10, maybe it's 15, 25, 50 years that you are celebrating and you want to plan that special perfect trip. So when we're looking at romantic destinations for 2019, if you don't know me, I'm Mandy Horn, the Traveling Compass. You can find me across all your major social media channels as that. I'm a travel agent that helps my clients travel smart. These videos are part of that so they can connect to each other in their destination. So first pick for romantic destinations for 2019. Are you ready? Oh, look over here. I know. Let's all just take a minute, shall we? Okay. I don't know how many times I see bungalows when I'm on Pinterest or when I'm just looking online. When you say, what would an amazing, romantic vacation be? Bungalows pull up. And, the original bungalow destination is Tahiti. And that's going to be my first pick. Hey, if we're talking about where to go in 2019, I get to dream too. Okay. We're going to go big. Tahiti. Why did I pick Tahiti? For romance, it is just an amazing place. Now, who does this fit? What type of traveler? If you are looking for quiet, if you're looking to relax, if you like to recharge in nature, if you just want to sit and enjoy the beauty, unbelievable beauty, and just you love luxury, this is the place for you. Now, most people do not know it's about an 8-hour flight from U.S. mainland. So wherever you're in the U.S., you typically fly to L.A. or San Francisco and will make about an 8-hour flight to Tahiti. The flight goes fast. I like to think of long flights in terms of how many movies is this? I was once on a 16-hour plus flight. So that was a lot of movies, so this is only 3 or 4 movies long. I mean, that's not that long at all to get there. So you get there and you are flying into Papeete, which is the capital of Tahiti. Tahiti is made up of several smaller islands and they all kind of have their own different flavor depending on what you want to do. But they are all drop dead gorgeous and they fit different people well. If you want to be more active, some islands are better than others. If you want to just really super chill, Bora Bora, chilling with your honey, Bora Bora is the place for you. It is very quiet. It is awesomely romantic. The water is as beautiful as it is on the picture. #NoFilter. It is gorgeous. Okay. I was actually talking with someone on the phone that had, been to Tahiti. I'm like, what was your favorite part? And they're like, oh, the water, Mandy, it is as beautiful as you think it is. It is a place that looks like the postcards. And one of the great things about Tahiti, what everybody looks for, are the bungalows. Now, bungalows are starting to pop up a little bit here and there in the Caribbean. The Maldives is the other major destination for bungalows. But what makes Tahiti the original? They're not the knockoff. They are the true original. Why Tahiti bungalows? And it's because they are unique in that, all the Tahitian highlands are old volcanoes that have kind of sunken down. And what you'll find is like a little island proper, right? And then there's like this sunken, then it's surrounded by water. And then on the outside, the outer ring is called the motu. And it's where coral and land and rock and sand have built up over time on the edge of a big volcano, or what used to be a big volcano. It's not a volcano anymore. Nobody write me, okay? Like, it's not a volcano. It's a dormant volcano, that's all sunken in the water, ancient, land, and that all builds up around there. And in Bora Bora, the hotels are actually built on that outer ring, on that motu. Even the airport is on that motu. I mean, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. You're landing on just this tiny strip of land that was built in World War II. And from, for the U.S. Navy was out there. And it's just, what you do is you would land in Bora Bora. And when you go and you stay in one of those bungalows, they're in the lagoon in between the island and the motu. They build out, most of them are built out into this lagoon area. And so it's super calm. That outer ring of motu keeps the waves pretty level. It isn't like those, giant crashers, from the Pacific coast. Normally it keeps it more calm. It makes a great protected area for snorkeling. Animals love it. They build, all their homes and everything around there. It's beautiful. The water is very clear, and the bungalows sit there. They're not super affected by the tide. They're sheltered. But what you have is they're basically in this ginormous, gorgeous aquarium that this old volcano has naturally made. And that is what makes it different. Other bungalows are not built in that kind of lagoon in other parts of the world. And so they're affected differently by the tide, by the animals, whatever. But Tahitian bungalows have that protected lagoon area. And it is just a really unique experience to get to stay there. So when you get to Bora Bora, you land on the motu, you get in a private boat, the hotel's boat, and which is usually a luxury yacht or something of similar nature. This is the land of the St. Regis and the Four Seasons and the Conrad. This is in the Intercontinental. These are the friends that live in Bora Bora. So it's all gorgeous. It's all lovely. It's all luxury. And you'll get into this boat and you'll be whisked away to a VIP check-in area at, your chosen resort. And you'll get into those bungalows. Now, sometimes people like to do some different things. Sometimes they stop in other parts of Tahiti before they get to Bora Bora because they want to explore a little bit. But Bora Bora is all about chill. It's all about relax. It's all about being unplugged. And now there's Wi-Fi. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can check your email, but you shouldn't, because it's gorgeous. And you should spend time with that person sitting next to you and connect to them instead of to your cell phone. So connecting with those people and just really getting to experience that together. One of the hotels that I was looking at in Bora Bora, has 25 feet of retractable glass, and the bed sits right up in that bungalow against that glass, and the glass pulls away, and it's basically like your bedroom just becomes this exterior ocean. It is unbelievably beautiful. It extends out to your private sun deck, over your cargo nets, and then down into the water where you can just jump off your private balcony and snorkel in some of the most beautiful water in the world. Oh man, can you imagine? Can you imagine just like laying there with your honey? Like, what's our entertainment tonight? I know, we're going to pull back the retractable wall and just watch the gorgeousness around us, right? It's, they even have like, this one particular room had like a TV on a swivel so that no matter where you were in the room, basically you could see the TV, but it didn't block any of the gorgeousness that was in front of you. And there's so many great options. Some of them have what we call a Tahitian television, which is a window actually built into the floor where at night you can feed the animals through and turn on the light underneath your bungalow, and all these fish come up and you can just watch them. And it's just these incredible experiences. This is a fantastic destination for vow renewals. Especially we see people who, 25, 30, 50 years want to renew their vows. And this, the beauty of this place comes to symbolize everything that they've been through and survived together and how gorgeous it is. And this is where maybe they didn't have the biggest wedding when they got started, but this is where they want to celebrate all those years of history, and the beauty of those ceremonies is amazing. I mean, you can, everything from I can be on a private island to the beach to you can have a vow renewal on your overwater bungalow balcony if you want. Beautiful, beautiful places to do these ceremonies. The hotels are awesome at helping you coordinate it. You can have the groom brought in on a chair, lifted up by 4 other men. You can arrive by canoe. You can have a hot stone massage before you do the ceremony. I'm like, why did I not do that on my wedding? Like, what was I thinking? Clearly have the right idea on how to do a wedding ceremony. But unbelievably beautiful places, and just experiences, these memories and these stories. You can have breakfast brought to you by canoe. No one even makes my breakfast coffee, let alone brings it to me by canoe in a lagoon. So amazing. They bring it, they set it up. You walk out onto your balcony and you're there with this incredible breakfast and this incredible scenery with that person you love the most. Just an amazing, amazing experience. And there's all different kinds of bungalows. Some people even opt for like a villa on land. There's lots of villas and different experiences that have built, either a garden villa or have a pool built in. This is in particular great for grandparents who are celebrating that 30, 40, 50-year anniversary, and they want to bring their family along for the ceremony. And maybe we're not putting everybody in a bungalow. Grandma and grandpa maybe are in a bungalow, but the rest of the family's staying on land and in their own villa with a pool for the grandkids to play around in and have a great time. And everybody gets to be there. And it's just an amazing time together in this place with these memories. This is a fantastic destination for that. Tahiti is also getting better air service. So often when I talk to people, like, it's getting actually easier to get to. It's not as more difficult to get to as the Maldives. And so if you want the bungalow experience, Tahiti is a great option. There's a brand new air carrier coming out of San Francisco shortly. So lots of different things are happening. This place is still very authentic. The people are super warm. Of course, the place is gorgeous, but you really get to feel like you're visiting their culture. And they bring in the fresh local ingredients and the food and their hospitality and in the beauty of the flowers and the spa treatments are all designed to be authentic to the location. It's really just once in a lifetime bucket busting kind of stuff. So Tahiti is my pick for if you are looking to cross something off that bucket list, if you are getting married on that honeymoon, whatever it is, if you want that bungalow, Tahiti is a great option, and it's a better and more accessible option than it has ever been based on how many people are flying, how many carriers are flying there. There's better air service. You can get there fairly easily. It's not as long a flight as you think. Like I said, it's only like 3 to 4 movies. You can do that. But it is just an incredibly gorgeous scenario. So if you are like me and you are drooling over these photos, and it may be time to talk about how do we get to Tahiti, or how do we plan for Tahiti? When do we want to go? Not if we're going to go, but when do we want to go to Tahiti and have that bungalow experience and those memories? So that is my first pick. I told you this is part of a series. What's coming are going to be more romantic picks for the year, different things that may, I've just come to love in the last year and wanted to share with you all. So look for the next ones. You can be checking on Facebook and Instagram and be posting different things about Bora Bora over the next week to kind of get you clued in and excited if this is a destination for you. Now, going into the new year, we're going to have some fun stuff coming up in December, and in January, we'll be doing a family series. So if you're looking at this going, I need to find something where to take my kids, we will have something for you. It is coming in the new year. But right now, we are going through romantic destinations. If you are looking at your honey in the midst of the absolute craziness of getting ready for the holidays, going, we need to plan something to get away this winter or, next year, just us. We want to celebrate us. Let's come up with some good ideas for you. I am Mandy Hornigan, the Traveling Compass. Thanks for joining me today. It has been my pleasure to be with you. Until next time, guys, travel safe.